Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness there is no God but Allah, who came to us in the persons of Master Fard Muhammad, and I bear witness that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is indeed thine exalted Christ, and I furthermore indeed bear witness that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is our divine reminder, leader, teacher, and guide. I greet you all in the nation-greeted words of peace. We say in any Arabic language, Assalamu alaikum. All praises due to Allah. On behalf of Brother Albert Muhammad and the Let Us Make Man family, as always, family, we thank you. We thank you. We can never thank you enough for taking your time to watch our videos, read our posts, support our cause, our efforts in the plight of the black community. We can never thank you enough. I just want to take a few moments of your time, real brief, and send out a message to every member in law enforcement in America. You're being set up by your own constituents. You're being set up by those who make the decisions, those who are above you, the executives that govern security, or quote-unquote so-called security in America. In light of the recent speech that the president delivered in Suffolk County in New York, encouraging members of the police department, members of law enforcement, to commit violent crimes against the citizens. This is a clear sign of what we are about to attempt to show you. If you have family members that are members of law enforcement agencies throughout America, I humbly ask you to forward this video to them, that they're made aware, or they are well aware of what is actually taking place. Innocent men and women who join law enforcement to do what they believe is good are actually being set up by their own government. It is not a mystery why law enforcement are allowed to attack the black community and the poor and underprivileged. That in doing so, this will create the civil war that America is bucking for within inside her own country. What are you talking about, brother? During the ending, coming to the end of the Obama administration, Loretta the Chief Justice of the Obama administration and members of her staff met with the UN to establish a global police force. But in order for this global police force to go into effect, there has to be anarchy and chaos, which means that those who are supposed to be liable to maintain law and order has to be in violation of the rights of the so-called citizens. This is why you see so many rogue police officers getting away with murder, that this will enhance those who may not literally be aware of what's going on above their heads, that the innocent police officers that are being gunned down behind the mere fact that they put on a uniform and go and do their hours, naive to the fact of what's really going on, naive to the fact of what happens when this global police force go into effect. And if you have doubts, just pay close attention. If you notice anything about the current president, he has distracted the citizens with Obamacare, as if to say that he's literally targeting the Obamacare theme, so to speak. But in reality, Donald Trump does not hate Barack Obama. You have to understand the schemes that the entire American people are totally naive of. See? Donald Trump is well aware of the initiation of global police, which consists of national and international members of the United Nations. Now, all throughout America, many of us may have not literally paid attention to the armored vehicles that we saw going down our highways and byways with UN stamps and all sorts of stamps on them. We never paid attention to that, and we don't pay attention because we are so distracted with minor and minute issues. You have a president that's acting very ludicrous because it's a major distraction. And the killing that's taking place between law enforcement and members of the black community, then not only are it members of the black community, but it's American citizens in general who are assassinating police officers. This is all a plot. So the mere police officer who's literally going to do 8 hours in their minds are getting their brains blowed out while the government plot to create this global police force, which comes in and disarm the local police. Oh, this thing is big. This thing is real big. The sad reality is those who are in office now know exactly what they're doing, but they play such a skillful mind game with the masses of the people. So you continue attacking black people that you know they will respond. So for every time a police officer is shot, caught off guard, right? That's a notch under their belts. Who is they? They are the crooked, deceitful members in Congress. See? During the Obama administration, at the very end, is when they begin to initiate with the United Nations. And Trump is well aware of that and is a part of that. But he has created such a reputation about himself that the last thing that you would believe that he's in cahoots with the previous administration to disarm their entire citizens. Right? So what a better way to get this done? You have to create hate and feed the hate. So when Trump went and spoke with members of law enforcement in Suffolk County, New York, and created such a show, or put on such a show, is what he do best. See? Even you, the police officers, you are not safe. And it is not black people that is your biggest threat. It is the people that you work for that is setting you up. See? They're going to be folding many flags until this global police force goes into full effect. But it will not go into full effect until the current police or law enforcement agencies in this country commit more and more tremendous atrocities. So they got to keep killing unjust, so it could be justified by the UN to come in and take full charge. And when that happens, you have to understand the people that's coming in will not speak your language. So they will not understand your culture. Your quote-unquote constitutional rights will be depleted, faded out. It will have no effect at all. So, for those of us who have members in law enforcement, you might want to have a one-on-one, heart-to-heart, if you love that person, and try to inspire them to seek another career. In the meantime, for us in the black community, we are definitely at war. And we must prepare ourselves for the worst yet to come. See, if they would set their own up, and which is what they are doing, there's no way the president will actually encourage violence and brutal violence by law enforcement if there wasn't another scheme or plot behind that. Ephraim Abdullah said Civil War is going to be greater than that. This is the last war America will have, and she will lose. No nation has ever won a war inside of their own country and survived as they initiate this type of war. Armageddon. So the cops must be encouraged to continue to kill. See? Mia Sota Familia, a Dominican sister, once again in the Bronx, gunned down. And they played that up real good. Another officer assassinated. They used their greatest weapon that they have, their media, to feed this to you, depriving you of the reality that they are sacrificing the lives of members of law enforcement to initiate such a global police unit that will be spearheaded by the United Nations, which headquarters is in the United States. We don't make these videos for nothing. It's very important information that you can actually Google yourself and find out. Or as you driving down the highways and byways in your city, your town, your state, and you see these armored vehicles that look unfamiliar to you. They have many headquarters set up already waiting to invade. The first place they're going is to the police departments to disarm them. They will be immediately disarmed. And they will be like us, fighting to survive. A war that is initiated by their own government. Members in Congress and the Senate. These are the demons and the crackers that you voted in. So, to white people that's full of hate for black people, your blood will run as thick, if not even thicker. Because you are the most rebellious and the most armed and dangerous in America. You are the reason, the extremists, you are the reason why the Obama administration initiated this global police force, where Donald Trump and his administration is in lockstep with this movement. So they sidetracked you with this immigration thing. As a matter of fact, you should know, since Donald Trump has became president, more immigrants has entered the country in the 8 years of Obama. Look it up. And they're still entering. So as they said in the Malcolm movie, you've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray. I'm talking to white people right now. See? Those that's full of hate, you will suffer worse than you think that the children of God, the black man and woman, will suffer. Oh yes, we will suffer. Based on our rebellion and our ignorance, we will suffer, but we will survive. We are a people that have always been known to survive. We will survive. But it will be a very slim number of us that make it. It is not a mystery to what is going on in America. The hate, when you can see police officers brutalizing and beating civilians like savages. This is played all across the globe. This is what is feeding the global police force. This is what is feeding the United Nations along with Europe and America to initiate this global police force. That many of you may think that your little brother done lost his mind. And we understand that. Brother Ephraim said, Abdullah, we have to be as clever as the devil. Use your mind. Build your community. Absolutely. The sad reality, there are too many of us that just won't believe, refuse to accept the reality of what's about to take place. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has been piping to you for over 50 years and still doing all that he can to prepare you for what's to come. But based on our rebellion, many of us will take a loss. I know a lot of brothers and sisters that are members of law enforcement. These are good people. They don't realize that they're being set up. They don't realize that they're being sent out in the fields of America only to be set up by the same people that sign their checks. Then fold the flag and give your family the blood money to compensate your loss. Which that'll never happen. If they killed 3,000 during 9/11, that should tell you the mindset and the level of people you're dealing with. The United Nations has warned America for years that the American citizens is highly too armed and dangerous, which is a violation of UN laws according to them. But you have masterful deceivers in America who have found ways to unite with the UN and various different nations to create such a global police force that will soon respond, as long as they can keep on encouraging and inspiring members of law enforcement to keep killing innocent American citizens, particularly the black man and black woman, which they really don't give a damn about us. We're just pawns in the game. And if you play chess, then you know how pawns are moved. So that's why it's never really an uproar when they blow one of us away in light of us killing each other. See? But the problem is arising because now we are responding. And innocent members of law enforcement are being gunned down because of the rogue police officers and members of their government who initiated this and support this. They fund this. See? This is very interesting. Most members of law enforcement are too naive to even believe that they're being set up when they're gunned down the way they are. They call it a tragedy, but it's really not a tragedy. It's a plot. It's a plan. It's a scheme. See? You would be clueless to know the type of laws that was put in place upon the exit of the Obama administration, which the Trump administration can't do nothing about. No matter how much he blow hot air. This is why he's dwelling on Obamacare. But he loves and respects Obama. Don't be fooled by Trump. He's too naive to be a leader. So he has to touch base with what we consider leadership before him. So again, this is a message to every member in law enforcement. Think about it. Think about it. Just pay close attention to where they send you. Because you're actually being set up. That this government and the UN can establish the global police force that is needed and wanted to take entire control of this country and its citizens. And if you think you Billy Bad with your little pop gun or your 357, you don't know armor, you don't know weaponry until you see these people coming. They coming with stuff that you can't even pronounce. The police departments and sheriff departments will be disarmed immediately. Immediately. This is how naive they are. And for any of the police officers that are civilized, if they were really smart, they would consider who they partner with. Especially if you're dealing with a rogue police officer, a crooked, crazy police officer. Those are the ones that they're using. Those are the ones that love bloodshed. Because this is what it's going to take to put the global police in motion here in America. So next time you going down the highways and the byways in your respective state and cities, and you see these UN vehicles, United Nations, and you pass them up, thinking nothing of it, failing to realize they already setting up shop. They already here. It's nothing to fear because there's nothing you can do. It's a part of your government, your current government, the crooks that's in the Senate seat, the crooks that's in Congress. See, all these crackers, before I end, let me tell you this. All those crackers in Congress and in D.C., Obama, Trump, their families will be well protected, isolated. Once this goes into effect, the family of members of Congress, members of the Senate seats, these people are well protected. But you and I will be left to fend for ourselves. There is no mysteries about what we're sharing. It's the reality. The sad part about it is we fail to accept it. So, know for a surety, our only way out, for those of us who will make it out, is based on our unity, united with one another. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan called for 10,000 fearless. So you just think about that. 10,000 fearless in every 50 states or 51 states, however many states it is. Just think about it. 10,000 fearless black men and black women united under one umbrella. We will survive under our banner, the star and the crescent. See, the Nation of Islam will survive this great war, Armageddon. We're being prepared by the Jesus of today. our leader, teacher, and guide, who loves not only us, but black people as a whole, who has been trying to warn us for years what is to come, what has come, and what is coming. The star and the crescent will be your only way out. You can take it or let it alone. But check the history of the Nation of Islam. See? God is real. No matter what I say, nothing is of a surety if you take God out of the equation, or Allah, Jah, Jehovah, however you want to term it or whatever you want to say. But if you have family members, that are a part of law enforcement, talk to your people. Don't let your family members lose their lives behind these crooks in D.C., behind monsters like Donald Trump, who's going to run and hide when it all hit the fan. He's going to run and hide. He's not a soldier, never been. And it's your auntie, your uncle, your friends, your family, your mother, your father that will be sitting in one of these marked units or unmarked units and be attacked because the government is promoting it due to the fact that their ultimate goal is to disarm every American citizens in this country through the global police force. So, with that being said, family, I wanted to share that message and send that message to members of law enforcement. We don't hate law enforcement, because somebody has to be able to control and maintain order. But see, the current law enforcement will be wiped out. See? So the only ones that will be able to maintain law and order is the 10,000 fearless black men and black women all over America. And those who wants to become a part of the 10,000 fearless, you can take it or let it alone. This is organized and structured by God himself. See, you can call us crazy, off the rocks. But one thing for sure, you can't call us a liar. A liar. You can't call us a liar, because the proof is in the pudding, right in your face. When the President of the United States of America is inspiring and encouraging brutal violence through law enforcement, only because he's a part of the great conspiracy, and those who sat behind him clapping just failed to really realize what's going on. But they will soon know. They will soon come into reality. We at war, black man and black woman. The American government has been sold her citizens and her country to foreign investors. There is nothing literally in this country that is owned by Americans. There's really no such thing as an American, because America is a corporation. It's not even a country. It's a corporation. It's a big business. See? This is why the Jewish people consider black people as liquid gold. So those of you who think that you are an American, you're sadly mistaken. I thank Allah for coming in the persons of Master Fard Muhammad and raising for us the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. I could never thank the both of them enough for their infinite mercy, their love, for leaving for us a divine reminder, a warner, a big brother, a friend in the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Many people ask, well, brother, when you do your videos, why do you always have to open up with that recitation? Let me explain something to you. I would be remiss of my duty if I didn't thank Allah for coming 9,000 miles away, seeking and searching that which was lost, and raising for us one like unto ourselves, a little petite man out of Sanderville, Georgia, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. And if not for their mercy, for leaving in our midst a warrior, a soldier, the national representative of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, I wouldn't be sitting here. No way possible. I would have the heart to even stand up and say the things that I say, if not for the guidance of Minister Farrakhan. Take it or let it alone, man. Don't nobody put me up to do this. God inspires me through the teachings and the words that comes out of the mouth of Minister Farrakhan. I thank you so much for listening. May Allah continue to bless you as I leave you, as I came before you. And the nation, greeting words of peace. Assalamu alaikum. Hotep.